and analyzing financial statements. Now, if you pay me $3,000, I will show you how to read a 10K, and I'll tell you to buy choo-choo. Whoa, baby! Welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. I got paid to make a video on Tattooed Chef. Nothing makes me happier. In this video, we're going to focus specifically on one part of the company's financial reports that could have potentially warned you that this company was a stinking, sweaty, syphilitic, unwashed, AIDS-infected, boil-encrusted nutsack. I messed that one up. Anyway, if you want a paid video, click that link and send me $50. So let's read the request from this person. This guy's name is I'll call him Mr. C. The topic I'm hoping you will consider covering is how simply reading section 9 controls and procedures on 10Ks can get you out of a lot of trouble should you choose to make a speculative investment such as Tattoo Trucker Sweaty Nutsack. Sorry, I'm sure you are sick of talking about this one. No, I love talking about Tattooed Chef. Well, you know what, Mr. C? We're going to go see what Section 9 is all. Section 9? What's that? I don't even read that, right? I guess I kind of do. But Section 9 of the 10K tells you everything you need to know about Tattoo Trucker's sweaty, unwashed, syphilitic, AIDS-infected, boil-encrusted nutsack. So let's go and pull up the most recent financial report of Tattooed Trucker. And we're going to look at Section 9. So here we have the 10K. And if you go down to Section 9, you say changes in and disagreements with accountants on accounting and financial disclosure. Now, you want to read the company's financial report, okay? You want to understand everything. And there's certain parts of this that can really cue you in that something ain't right with a company. And let me tell you one thing. If you're looking at financial statements and then you realize you can't even trust them, what is the purpose of that? It's like looking at Enron's financial. What's the point? It's a lie. It's a grift. It's a scam. The accountants of this company are so incompetent, they can't even produce proper financial statements. It's too hard, and they keep messing it up over and over again. So let's go ahead and read Section 9, okay? So, controls and procedures. Let's see what Tattooed Chef has to say. Our management, with the participation of the CEO and CFO, who should be fired, has evaluated the effectiveness of our disclosure controls and procedures as defined in rules, blah, 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 under the Securities and Exchange Act of 1934. Based on this evaluation, we have concluded that our disclosure controls and procedures were not, they should have bolded that, effective as of December 31st because of material weaknesses, which means big deal, in our internal control over financial reporting described below. So what are disclosure controls and procedures? Now think about this. What is Tattooed Chef doing with this report? They're disclosing their finances. They're disclosing the risks. They're disclosing the management's analysis. They're disclosing the financial statements. They're showing to the public the company's financial performance as of December 31st, 2022. But what if you couldn't trust that? What if the stuff they were telling you was probably wrong because they're too stupid to have proper financial statements? Well, then you can't trust the financial statements now, can you? And everything you're looking at could be a complete lie. And how are you going to make a decision about anything when everything could be entirely wrong about the company? Okay? Let's see. Management believes that the consolidated financial statements included fairly present in all material respects our financial condition. So what they're saying is, even though we're a bunch of incompetent clowns and we have no idea what they're doing, we still think our financial statements can be trusted because you can trust Tattooed Chef's financial statements, even though they had to change them multiple times. Remember that? And if you had read this, you would have gotten a clue as to the incompetence of this company's management and their accountants. Okay? All you had to do was read this. Now, this is easy to gloss over. This is boring, controls and procedures. But if you actually read this, you would know. Now, the thumbnail of my video says, it's Sam Galetti's fault, bro. And it's got Jeremy Lefebvre on there. Well, guess what? It is management's responsibility to establish and maintain adequate internal control over financial reporting. You need to have, if you're running a company, you need to have systems in place within your company, rules that your accountants have to follow, processes and procedures that ensure the data, the company's transactions are recorded, and then that they are properly presented in financial reports. That's the whole point. It's to take the company's fundamental business, their fundamental transactions, and convert those into reports that actually represent the true underlying fundamentals of the company. And if there's a breakdown in that process, you could be missing things about this company that are an absolute freaking disaster. Okay. So you need to read this section. It doesn't take you that long. I mean, look at this. They tell you in the first freaking sentence or two that they have no idea what they're doing. Okay. Material weaknesses. Material means big deal. What are some big things that were identified? Control environment. The company did not design and implement an effective control environment. The company did not maintain a sufficient complement of personnel with appropriate levels of knowledge, experience, and training in accounting and internal matters, commensurate with the nature, growth, and complexity of the company's business. The lack of sufficiently appropriately skilled and trained personnel contributed to our failure to design and implement risk mitigating internal controls and consistently operate our internal controls. They don't have sufficient skill and people to effectively report their financials. Okay. Risk assessment. The company did not design and implement an effective risk assessment based on the criteria established in the COSO network framework. The control deficiencies constitute material weaknesses, either individually or in the aggregate, relating to identifying and analyzing risks or achieve its objectives, and considering the potential for fraud in assessing risks and identifying and assessing changes in the business. They didn't even do any kind of like analysis of like, oh, where could we possibly make a mistake? Where are some of our big risk factors in our company's financial report? Oh, let's just do that later. We don't have to worry about that, okay? This company is a joke. And if you had just read this, you would know, okay? Information and communication. The company did not design and implement effective information and communication activities. The company did not consistently operate controls for generating and using relevant quality information and did not establish communication protocols to support the functioning of internal. They failed every box. This is like a checklist of things you need to do. They failed all of it. All of it. Oh my God. Let's see what the auditors have to say. So the auditors, okay, so they gave them a remediation plan, okay? Oh, we're hiring more people. Oh, we're hiring accountants. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Who would work for this company? Who would work for this company? Why would you work for Tattoo Chef? You're going to lose your job. If you were an accountant and you looked at this company, you would know this is probably a high-risk company. Oh, we're hiring people. Yeah, all these quality people want to work for Tattoo Chef. Uh-huh. What an absolute disaster. Okay. So internal control, it's the most boring thing in the world. Like, I hated learning about this, but it's very important. It's having procedures in place that will ensure that your financials can be trusted. Tattooed Chef's financials cannot be trusted. They told you that. So on top of being massively unprofitable, very soon share diluting trash. Okay. Yeah. And I was right about that. Okay. You can't trust anything they say, not because they're committing fraud, but because they're morons. They're clowns. They're incompetent. They're losers. The accountants, Sam Galletti, they've all failed. This is a disaster, an absolute unmitigated disaster. And you, as the investor, have paid for it massively, okay? And you could have maybe figured out there was something off kilter here by just reading Section 9 of the 10K. I know you have to read, but is it going to 10X? Is it going to go up a lot, strong man? Yeah, okay? So, great topic. I fully support this topic. You definitely want to read the 10K. I mean, what I do is I go through the auditor's report. So, because basically the auditors for a public company are looking at, they also audit the company's internal control over financial reporting. So you can also go to the auditor's report too. But it's good to read this stuff because they literally tell you that everything is wrong. Okay? Great topic. Tattoo Chef's a disaster. All right, let's do some comments. Another juicy update. It's really not. Somebody just wanted me to do this. Bucky's. Tattooed Chef forever. Chef, my hef. We need the Lefebvre outro. Okay. Jeremy and I will be bathing together tonight after our Tattooed Chef. Ooh, why didn't you invite me? All inputs. Tattooed Stalk to the Moon. My favorite Tattooed Chef video. I love Strongman Personal Finance. Paid comment. Yeah, man. Wait, hold on. That is one of my business expenses, is paying people to give me positive comments. How is Tattoo Chef still worth more than Wave? Maybe Wave is just trash, bro. Maybe that's it. All right, guys, just a very quick video. If you want your own personal video, you click that link. You send me money, and I will do you good. But just always remember, it's very important to have internal controls. Read the financial reports. Read Section 9, like this person indicated. It's actually very informative because you can see some very important things about the company and its management, okay? And with that being said, pay me money, and you have a wonderful, delicious night. Cheers!
Holy smoke, is this ain't no joke, as I was literally about to go to bed.
Oh my word, look at that!
Wow, do we have a lot to get into here today.
Woo! 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 Woo!